I'm just gonna be surrounded by cushions. You win some, you lose some, right? See you in a mo. I didn't disappear. Come on, because this design deserves it. Nearly smacked it into my microphone. I'm dressed as my candle. I wanted to stock up on some sales. The moments where I turned the corner and went, hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Ash and you are most welcome here on my channel, where you'll find the spooky, the scrappy and the terrifyingly bookish. We're going to go for spooky today with a Halloween home decor haul from TK Maxx and Homesense. So if that's your sort of thing, stick around. I'm not going to lie, you might want to get yourself a beverage because there's a lot here, okay? And we don't want you to look like Victor from the first Underworld film by the end of this video. So keep yourself hydrated, maybe wrap yourself in a spooky blanket or a spooky jumper, because in the UK it's finally cold. Oh, and I love it. My husband was like, it's cold, and I was like, isn't it great? He was like, no. So TK Maxx and Homesense have started winding down things now, so I just wanted to show you everything I've got, because I am hoping to do either independent decorating videos or within Vlogtober. I haven't fully decided if I'm going to do that yet. So if either of those interest you, make sure you're subscribed and tap the notification bell if you haven't already, so you are alerted when YouTube fancies using that feature on their own platform to inform you. If not, follow me on Instagram, because I generally will post a story to say, hey, I've put a video up, here's a link. So that's maybe your best bet, actually. Let's talk about the haul. It's going to be split into 3 sections. I will chapter it underneath, just in case you are interested in looking at certain things. So it's going to be vintage Halloween, so kind of classic vintage Halloween, whatever you want to call it. So orange, black, white, I nearly said red. Then witchy, gothic kind of stuff for my office, so it'll be everyday decor. And then like kitchenware, because I wanted some mostly everyday kitchenware. There's going to be a few things that might get put away once Halloween is over, but yeah, let's get into it. Okay, I bought quite a few cushions, so I'm going to start with those so I can kind of get them out of the way. Maybe put one here. They're going to go in the living room though, they're not for in here. I saw this last year and I still wasn't really going out anywhere last year. Not anywhere, but I wasn't going out much still. I certainly wasn't going into city centre Manchester, at least not very, very often. And I saw this going around last year and I absolutely loved it. But it never came online, because this would have been one of the things I'd have been happy to order online. It never came online, not that I saw anyway. So when I walked into the store this year and saw it, I grabbed it straight away. I love this font. This is what I was talking about when I was talking about like vintage Halloween. I love this font. It's actually a working spinny game, spin if you dare. It's got the kind of scaredy cat, the pumpkins. It's even got a little, probably crow, but we'll call it a raven just for, fun. It's embroidered. It's absolutely gorgeous. This was, I'll try and give prices for everything. This was $19.99, which I didn't think was bad at all for a cushion of this size, because I mean you can see next to my head, and so that is gorgeous. I'm just going to put that there now. Then I got this one. Again, absolutely loved this. It's got that vintage typography again, and it's got these pom-poms that are made to look like eyeballs, which I think is cute. Little skull. It's really good quality as well. Same with the other one. This one was $14.99. Again, as soon as I saw this, I saw it online and then it went out of stock, and I was gutted because I was gonna grab it. And then I walked into a store one of the times and it was there, and I was like, oh, yes, I'm just gonna be surrounded by cushions. So actually one of the first things I bought was this set of 3 cushions that say trick or treat. These were $24.99, I think, because obviously you get 3 cushions. Yeah, I can't really hold all 3, but you kind of get the idea. I'll see if I can. I thought they would look really good lined up on the sofa. We've just also bought a couple of burnt orange faux fur cushions from Sainsbury's, actually. Absolutely amazing. I got this little mouse kind of just because it was there and I thought it was cute. So hopefully, I don't know if that's gonna, I'm hoping that's so cute. It's one of those felty things. $4.99, which I thought was pretty decent. It's quite big. It's quite a big decoration. I got this. This is like a wooden light up thing. I'm not a massive fan of the light in it. This was $5.99, but I kind of just love it like that. It says trick or treat on it. Trick or treat on it again. Just a warning for flashing lights. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Can you see that? I'm not a fan of the multicoloured. I don't know what I'll do, whether I'll just keep it off or whether I'll try and pop this light out the back to change, because it's just got one of these things on the back. Whether I'll just pop that out and try and change the light, maybe. Don't know, but I thought the actual thing was cute and it was wooden. I got another little kind of TV stand slash, we've got like a hutch in the living room as well. So I was thinking about getting some, while I was out shopping, thinking of getting some slightly smaller things that can go on those areas. This is supposed to light up. I think I got one with a dead battery. But this was $7.99 and it's a little haunted house with some ghosts. It's got some windows, some pumpkins, a skull. I hope this is in focus. I'm not used to the ring light, so we'll see how it goes. So obviously when the light's on, the like windows and everything light up. And I love the ghost face on this one, if you can see him. I don't know if you can see him. Again, this was one of those, I love it, but it was one of those like early on where I was like, I just want to buy something. But it is cute. I got this super cute little like circus cat. It reminded me a little bit, only a little bit. It's not vintagey and distressed enough, but it reminded me a little bit of like Joanna Parker stuff that I've seen. This was $7.99 and I just thought it was adorable, and with the collar and everything, I thought it had that real kind of vintage Halloween feel about it. So just before I go on to the two kind of biggest, apart from the cushions, the two biggest items, I've just got like a miscellaneous item, which isn't a home decor item as such, and it was this little set of little pet thing. This was $8.99 and you get 3 toys in it, and she's had similar like little donut type ones before and she loved them. And then you've got this little peekaboo fuzzy yard brew, I think it says. So little puppuccino. I have got her another toy as well from a different store. because I can't resist the themed toy, and she loves a toy. I'm talking about my husky rogue for anyone that's confused by my rambling. So there's been a couple of moments during Halloween hunting this year, not just in TK Maxx but in other stores as well, where I've literally walked around the corner and gone oh my god, right? This is the cutest thing I've ever seen. And the thing with this was, it's $9.99. $9.99. I'm going to try and show you the texture if it will allow. There we go. Look at his face. I love it. It's like this kind of rattan type thing. Little jack-o'-lantern. It's calling this a serving basket. I mean, it's quite deep for a serving basket. I don't know. I'm going to put this on a coffee table and maybe put like a faux plant in it and throw our remotes in it. I just thought it would be so cute. Maybe some other little decorative items sort of hanging out of it, but like somewhere to hide the remotes. I just thought it was so adorable. But it was bittersweet, this purchase, because I saw this and I also saw the cauldron that looks like this, but it's a cauldron with a handle. And also the matching to the cauldron, I think, spiderweb tiered thing in this rattan material. I saw all three of them, but I couldn't carry them all. I was on my own and I was going on the tram. I was so gutted. I'm now not as gutted about the tiered tray thing, which you'll see why, but that cauldron, I am so gutted about that. That's one of the, you know, there's always one, isn't there? There's always one thing where you're like, oh, I should have got that. In fact, there's maybe two things. I also saw the sand timer thing with the skulls on it with like the green liquid. I wish I'd have got that. But that cauldron is going to haunt me. I wish I'd have had room to carry it, but I already had this and I already had other bags of stuff. Like another really good use for this, which is what I would have used the cauldron for, just in case you impulse bought one of these and you're not sure what to use it for. Books. I was planning on like maybe having the little cauldron like sat like on the floor next to my chair with some books in, like my TBR. It would have been so cute. But you win some, you lose some, right? Okay, final item from this kind of vintage / classic Halloween. I wrapped this thing up in clothes that I'd bought to get it home, and I'm so happy. I love it so much. It's got a hole in its head, so you could put like, I wouldn't put a real plant in this because this is probably not something that I would personally keep out all year round. This would probably go away after Halloween, but you could put an artificial plant in it, you could put sweets in it. It's so cute. I love it. Look. Doesn't haunt your dreams at all. I'm hoping you can see that quite well. The little candy corn shirt and the bow tie. Oh my god. The little bloomers. The little stripy tights. There's a little pumpkin there at the back. It's got kind of a messy vibe to it, which I don't always like, but I think it suits this really well. It kind of makes it look a bit distressed and like it's vintage in a way. I absolutely love this. I have no idea where this is going yet. Oh, how much was this? This was $14.99. Absolutely gorgeous. So that concludes my vintage classic Halloween section. There will be more stuff for this theme from the likes of B&M, Home Bargains, all of those. So I'm not done with this theme. So I'm going to have a switcheroo of my stuff and I'll be back for witchy gothic. round 2. So this is kind of the witchy, gothic-y kind of stuff, which will probably be staying out all year round in here, because as well as Halloween hunting for the home in general, I was purchasing stuff for myself. Not that you can tell right now, because obviously the white walls, these won't always be white. I have big plans for this room, and there will be some drastic wall colour changes at some point when I can get around to it. So, witchy, gothic-y, kind of botanical. I haven't got anything botanical here, but that's the kind of vibe that this office is going to be. So obviously I wanted to be looking out for stuff during spooky season, during Halloween hunting season, because that's the best time to buy this kind of stuff, right? I'm going to start with the bulkier soft furnishings, and that is this blanket. I only bought one blanket, at least so far this year, and it was this one. I wasn't as big a fan of the blankets this year. I don't know about anyone else. I don't know if you can see this one. This is one of the ones I got last year. I believe this was online at some point. I don't think it still is anymore this year. I kind of wish I'd have got a second one, honestly. And I thought I'd hit the jackpot when I found that last year. I don't know whether I just haven't been lucky. I know there was some Minnie and Mickey ones, which I would have loved to have got my hands on those, because they were kind of classic Halloween looking as well, and we're going to Disney in October, so they didn't perfect. But I did see this one. Again, this was one of the first items that I bought, because I definitely want to buy a blanket each time because we use them all year round. This one does go away just because it's so Halloweeny, but the witchy one I got last year has stayed out. I love the icons on it. At first, I wasn't a massive fan of this kind of mustardy yellow colour. I wasn't sure about it, but the more I look at it, the more I actually do like it. So I'm going to try and open it out a bit more for you. See you in a mo. I didn't disappear. You get the idea. It's really soft. I think this was Well Dressed Home again, which is pretty much, yeah, Well Dressed Home, which I don't think was this jack-o'-lantern one, but it was the last witchy one I got, and I love those. They're so soft, they wash really well. What more can be said? So this will be featured on the back of this chair in future. Next, obviously, as you can see, I've got quite a bit of wall space behind here, which I would love to put some stuff on. But when I get around to it, how amazing is this? $8.99. It does have a little hook on the back. I just love the style of this. Let me see if it'll... There we go. This is the word at the bottom, which I never know how to pronounce. Chiroptera? Chiroptera? Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that. But I feel like it's the scientific name for a bat, maybe? Or am I just completely missing something here? I don't know. Anyway, I love it. I went through and selected the nicest one, because some of them, the nose had kind of been rubbed off a little bit, the paint. But I love this. How nice is this gonna look? Yeah, it would be here. I'm trying to guide. It'll be like there, something. Wouldn't that look so good? Love that. This was one of my in search ofs, and because I'd seen someone else posting it, and I was so happy to get it. It was $12.99, and it is this, well, I say snow globe. It's got black glitter in it. Hello? I don't know how well that you're not going to be able to see it because of the ring light, are you? I don't know if you can see, but it's got a raven in it. But you can kind of see the bird in there. And it's atop a skull. It does look like it's on like a snowy hill. So probably would be good for a spooky Christmas vibe. And as you heard... unless it does that thing where it starts playing on its own. I also got this. I was definitely after something bookish, and there was quite a few options, which I got a little bit overwhelmed by, but my little 6-year-old sister helps me choose this one. She likes this one the best. She loves spooky things as well. And it's this book in the background. You've got the raven coming out of it. You've got a skull with his skeleton hands poking out and holding 2 tea lights, which was one of the selling points for this one as well, because it wasn't only a lovely decorative piece, but it also allowed room for tea lights. And just the design on this is so good. Let me just see if I can show you. It's just so good. I mean, look at that front. Like, it's so good. This one was $9.99 if I hadn't said already. And I just think this is so nice. This is probably going to be one of the pieces that goes behind me here. I'll probably get some flameless things to go in. It's either going to go here or in front of my TV. I then got this hand. Hello. They had a few variations of this. They had a black hand with gold details on it. They had a gold hand with black details on it, and they had this one. I ummed and ahed about it, but I didn't really like the tone of the gold, because I really did like the black one with the gold details on it as well, but I ultimately decided I didn't like the gold. It wasn't a gold that I liked. It was like a very bright gold, and I prefer more of a vintagey kind of more cool tone gold, if you like. But I absolutely loved this. It's even got the details on the back, you can see there. I just really liked it. It was $6.99. I'm about to show you a half item because these got opened straight away, and I meant to bring another pack in, but I haven't. And that's these coasters, these ceramic coasters. Again, another one of the kind of first things that I bought. They came in a pack of 4. I'm using one now. And they were $6.99. I've still got the card for this one, so I'm gonna see if that will show. There you go, you can see the designs there, I think. So 4 ceramic coasters in those kind of like witchy designs. They're really, really good quality. I haven't got them with me, but I also got the set of the skull skeleton ones as well. These will be all year round, those will be all year round. So far I've got the planchette one and the cauldron with the death moth coming out of it in here. These I'd kept with the rest of the haul stuff to remind me to mention the coasters. Okay, final item. And when I saw this, I just had to have it, and I knew exactly what I was going to do with it. And those are the best items, right? And that is this tray, which is going to be a nightmare as well. If I tilt it forward, you probably won't get the ring light. This was $12.99. It's huge. I absolutely love it. And this design, if you want a kind of Pinterest-esque mood board of what I'm trying to do with my office, this is it. So when I saw it, I was like, I have to have that. There's just so much on it. Obviously, I could talk for ages about it because there's so much on it. But it's amazing. It's metal, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And I'm going to hold this down now. The underside is just black, just in case you were wondering. And yes, I did say it was $12.99, I think. Yeah. In front of me here, that's got my mic currently and my laptop, which is recording the audio. I've got like a chest on wheels. If I do film my decorating in my office, I know I'm definitely going to do other areas, but it's still a little bit of chaos in here, so I'll see if I get to actually filming like decorating in here. But I've got like it's like a crate, it's like a square crate, really deep with a lid, on wheels, just completely natural wood. I might actually stain it to be like a dark wood, but so I store things in it, and it also works really nicely as like a coffee table. So I thought this would look amazing on there, with it's styled with candles, books, dried flowers, just, you know, that kind of thing. So that concludes the witchy gothic-y section of this haul. Feel free to have a sip of your drink and I'll see you for kitchenware. Okay, ding ding ding, round 3. Kitchenware. I definitely didn't buy like 5 million mugs. First one you've already seen. Spoiler. This little beauty, probably got lipstick and coffee on it, apologise for that. I am drinking out of it currently. Come on, because this design deserves it. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? I could not leave this behind. It was actually sat on its own. It's also got trick or treat down the handle. This is from Cobwebs and Cauldrons, and let me tell you, I love their stuff. I think nearly all the mugs I got from TK Maxx / Homesense were from this brand. I loved them, and I love this one so much because it's so Halloween-y, right? But it also kind of reminded me of Hocus Pocus. Obviously the black cat reminded me of Binks, but with the hat sort of reminded me of Danny's hat. I know it's not exactly the same, but just, I don't know, just the vibe of it gave me like a Hocus Pocus vibe, and I loved that. All the mugs I think were $4.99. The labels have definitely come off because we've been using them already. But yeah, love that one. This one isn't from them. It's very similar in style, and it's this one. Let's see if we can get it to work. There we go. So it's kind of got this embossed orange pumpkin. It says boo at the back. I got this one when I got that other one I've just shown you, because I got it for Liam because he really likes black mugs. This kind of, it probably looks a bit shinier on camera because of the light, but it's kind of that sort of matte-ish finish with like black inside the mug as well. So I thought he would like that one, and I was right, he did. The first 2 mugs I bought though were these absolutely giant mugs. They've got this really cute design on the inside of each of them. I saw this one first. This one says bottoms up witches on the handle, so similar to that one I've just shown you. And this is the design of it. There we go. This is the design of it. Isn't it lovely? Cobwebs and Cauldrons again. These are all microwave and dishwasher safe as well, which I love. And I've already had soup out of one of these, and it's amazing. It's such a good soup mug. So I saw this one first, and then as I was queuing up, you know how they do that devious thing sometimes where some of their best mugs and stuff are in the queue section. I found this one. This one says Happy Haunting. but this is the design. This is definitely the superior of the two, in my opinion. I do like the other one, but I love that kind of embossed doodly thing that this one has. But I still got the pair because I thought two of this size is great, like I said, for soups or little stews and things. And then we've got one each to use. I'm so trying to pick up the pace. This is going to be an editing nightmare. And then I finally got this one, which is again from Cauldrons and Cobwebs. It doesn't have any writing down the side. It's a slightly different shape, but I could not leave without it. This is the design. It's that kind of embossed doodly effect again, but with this half and half paint design, which I absolutely loved. This is, and it's got black inside. This was like the epitome of like a witchy mug to me. I was like, this is my witchy mug. I'm just gonna show this next because then I can maneuver around a little bit more. But you know, I said I was disappointed because I couldn't carry the spiderweb rattan tiered tray fruit basket thing. Well, this is going to be really hard for you to see, isn't it? I don't know if you can see that, but this is a metal one, which I'm so much happier with, because the other one, these were kind of rounded because it was supposed to be like a tiered fruit bowl. I wanted something I could decorate, so these have flat bottoms, which is going to make it so much easier. It's actually got a little cat design on the top. The paint's kind of chipped off mine a little bit, but I think you can just respray it and it would be fine. This was $14.99, unsurprisingly. It's metal. I'm trying to give you a bit of a closer look at it, but it's this kind of spiderweb design. Two-tiered tray, which I've been wanting a tiered tray for a while now. This may well be an everyday or nearly smacked it into my microphone. This is probably going to be possibly an everyday kind of witchy kitchen item. I just grabbed these as soon as I saw them. I kind of wish I'd have either got the cobwebs, the spiderweb ones instead, or at least as well as, because I kind of regret that, because I've been trying to get like everyday stuff, and these have obviously got jack-o'-lanterns on. So these are the jack-o'-lantern ones, which I love, obviously. It's a set of 4 ramekins. You can do obviously bacon in here, you can do jellies in here, you can use them as little dip bowls. I do love the jack-o'-lanterns, and I don't think in future I'll regret getting them, but just thinking from a kind of everyday item sort of thing, maybe I should have got the spiderweb ones. I don't know, I've not seen them since, so there you go. These were $6.99, which I thought was an absolute steal, which is probably why I should have got another set. I got this utensil tin thing, which has got a raven, a top, a skull, a top, some books. This was $4.99. I really wanted to get more than one, but I wasn't a massive fan of the other design, or else I would have got another one. But like I said, year-round utensil storage. It's metal. Not much more I can say about it. It's a pretty basic item, but it's like an everyday spooky decor item. I've got a few kind of smaller items that I'm just going to run through. I got this 4-piece cookie stamper set, which I thought was so cute. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but you get the handle, and then you get 3 different designs. So you've got a spider web, a jack-o'-lantern, and a skull and crossbones. I'm going to try and show you, but the packaging is probably going to be a nightmare. There we go. Don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to stay away from the ring light. But just for stamping into cookies. I thought they were cute. And I have been wanting to collect like particularly spooky baking stuff. So on that same note, I do have some plastic cookie cutters, but I really want to replace them all with more durable metal ones. So I found this set, 5-piece cookie cutter set, $5.99, and 5 of your kind of standard designs there. So we've got a tombstone, a cat, a cobweb, a jack-o'-lantern, and like it's supposed to be a mummy, but you could also use it as a gingerbread, obviously. Just a spooky, basically a mummy design is basically a spooky gingerbread, isn't it, really? This kind of matches the tiered tray, but I got this trivet, you know, for putting hot things on. $4.99. Again, this will probably be an everyday kind of thing. It's going to be hard to show you, I think. There's a spider in the middle, and then it's a spider web, and it's metal, got little feet on it to put your pans on, you know. This was actually bought on eBay and was around, I think, last year. It's in the box, so I'll show it anyway. I mean, they might have been around again this year. I didn't see them, but just because I'm showing you the kitchenware, and then you'll probably see me decorating the kitchen. I got this metal pumpkin one, which people were raving about last year. I did get it from eBay, but don't worry, I didn't pay like too over the odds. I think it was a couple of quid more than it was, which I don't mind. I don't mind when people do that. I get annoyed when people, you know, charge 5 times the price. But a couple of quid on top is fair game to me. And I really wanted it. It's something I really, really wanted. So just be careful out there if you're buying on eBay, and just be mindful of price hiking. But yeah, so got 2 spooky trivets. I got this set of candles. That's probably going to be a nightmare, but they are just the tall candles. I'm forgetting the actual name of them, but they're this orange and black striped, very classic Halloween, right? I'm dressed as my candle. Got these for doing the tablescape, basically. I think I've got some holders somewhere. If not, I'll get hold of some. But love those. They were $4.99, and they had loads of different ones. They had like glittery black ones. There was even like ones that were like stacked skulls and things like that. They had loads of different tapered. Are they tapered? Are they tapered candles? They had loads of different designs. I went for these ones. Technically, some of these will probably go in the bathroom. But yes, you guessed it, I went a bit wild on the towels. They're $10.99 for a set of 2, but they're really good quality. I just know that these are going to wash really well. So I got this bright orange set with the silhouette witches. After I got these, I started seeing the jack-o'-lantern ones everywhere, and then I didn't find them. But saying that, orange ones are probably going to go away, like I said, each year. So I did make sure to get us some. They do have a bit of orange on, some everyday ones. So I haven't decided which are going to go in the kitchen, which are going to go in the bathroom. But these make great hand towels for the bathroom as well. So I just got the cobweb one because obviously it's a standard spooky design. They feel so nice. And then Liam, this was Liam's favourite. I think Liam might have a little bit of a thing for ghosts. Now I'm thinking about it, you'll see what I mean in a minute. But he really liked this design. I do like it too. I was leaning towards the cobwebs, so I ended up just getting both. Again, we'll probably use these all year round as well, the little ghosties on. all $10.99 each. I wanted to stock up on some sales. Okay, nearly there, guys. Take a sip of a drink. We're nearly there. I got these, and the intention is to have these all year round as well. This is $6.99. I liked these. We needed to replace these anyway, because ours have gone all rubbish. Loved the size of them, especially for me, with you know, my small hands. And there's a whole silicone bit on the inside of the hand, which is great. Plus, it's got a spooky peanuts design on it. So how can you not like that? I mean, it is very full tilt Halloween, which I probably didn't think about when I was thinking, you know, all year round oven glove, but I don't care. It's mostly going to be in a drawer. So, and we needed them anyway. We like spooky stuff. So then I couldn't believe I found these. I've wanted some napkins, but every time I saw some, I was like, am I just going to be getting these just because I want some napkins? I'm glad I held out because I managed to find these Nicole Miller Home ones, set of 8 for $9.99. And you get the idea, right? Black background with bright orange jack-o'-lanterns. Gonna look so good on the table. Apparently they did do a tablecloth version of this. It would have been kind of cool to get hold of that, but we have a really nice dark wood kind of coffee bar, as we call it, that is our dining area upstairs. So I think actually these, you know, on top of that will look really cool. Last 2 items. So the thing I was saying about Liam, this is the one of the last things we bought, apart from the candles, which I've forgotten to bring in. It's this little ghost canister. How cute is it? I had not seen this the entire time I've been Halloween hunting. We went in to Homesense in Manchester because at this time when it starts dwindling down is when I start getting the candles, because there's always loads of them for ages. So I always get those last. And there was, you know, still a display of Halloween stuff, but obviously a lot less than it has been like in August. And there was a bunch of these, a little group, a little quartet of these. And Liam was like, look at that. He was like drawn straight to it. And he hasn't been with me most of the time, so it was nice for him to get to choose something. Just a little canister. It's so cute. Even the little tag is a little ghost inside. I don't think you can see it. So cute. This was $7.99. And this is definitely going in the kitchen. This will possibly be a year round. Little canister, so cute. I asked I think I showed this in my like birthday vlog, because I got this on my birthday. Not for my birthday, but on my birthday during the shopping trip I went on. And I think I just showed it in that because I just showed what I picked up for the day. And in that video I asked for suggestions on what to put in this, because something that I showed in that video is going to be a cookie jar, and so I was looking for suggestions, bearing in mind it's probably, I mean, it's got some suction, but I don't think it's completely airtight. So I was thinking like coffee beans, because we've just bought the autumn Starbucks one, but Liam doesn't know whether it's airtight enough for that. So any suggestions on what we can put in there? First of all, so I can get it out of the way, I'm going to show you this monstrosity. It says pumpkin patch hand poured on like this metal plaque. It's a 5 wicker. It is pumpkin spice flavour, and it flavour scent, and it's $16.99, which I thought was an absolute bargain for this. And if you were to ask me what my perfect pumpkin spice candle scent is, this is it. It's the perfect blend of ever so slightly sweet but not too much, spicy but not too much, definitely pumpkin. Oh, it's so gorgeous. This is currently living on my coffee table in the living room because obviously it's bright orange. And just so you can see, it's a really nice design. If it wants to play, come on. There we go. It's a really nice design. Looks great on the coffee table. The scent payoff is marvellous. And it's super cozy vibes with the 5 wicks. So I've also got this Sand and Fog Haunted Harvest. This has got like a faux leather lid with like an imprinted cat on it. I do have a duplicate of this, but my mic is actually stood on it at the moment, so I can't show you that. But it's got a grey glass container instead, and it's got a wooden top with some engraved bats on it. Same scent, Haunted Harvest, because I loved this so much. This was the first candle I bought. And this is basically a step up from that pumpkin spice one to the spicier side. Spicier, slightly more woody, that kind of vibe. Love that. Then the other one I've got so far is this actually Sand and Pause one. So it's a neutralizes pet odor. This is the kind of grey that my other one is, my duplicate of the Haunted Harvest. I've already been burning this one as well. This one's just got a really cute like just log lid, if you can see that. These lids make great coasters as well. This is Pumpkin Woods, and so if that one was a step up from the pumpkin spice, this one is a step up from the Haunted Harvest. This is really woody, really smoky, but still got that edge of pumpkin on it. It is amazing. I honestly wish I'd have bought 2 of these because like I've already been burning it down already. Love it so much. So now we've got those candles out of the way. Yeah, can't believe I forgot to bring those in. The last and most exciting item. I cannot believe that I managed to get this. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe my luck. I've loved everything that I've gotten so far, obviously. There's a few things that I wish I'd have seen or I regretted not getting, but this, it just made my spooky season finding this. Honestly, like I could not believe it when I walked in. There's been one other moment, which will be in another haul. There's been one other moment like this. I could not believe it, and I can't wait to show you. I think you might know what's coming if you keep your ear to the ground on Halloween stuff. So they are wrapped, so I'm just going to show you the one that's unwrapped, but I'm pretty sure you know what's coming if you follow Halloween hunting stuff. Right? I could not believe it. They had the side plates, the cereal bowls, the pasta bowls, and the dinner plates. So I got 2 full sets, one each for me and Liam. Because I so wanted the one that was the doorway that everyone was getting last year, but I never found it ever. And I would love to get 2 full sets of those as well. I think that would be really cool to have 2 sets of each. But I am so happy. Like, oh my goodness, I'm so happy. And there's a little bit of a funny story because I found this one. I mean, there's more than one, but they just had the side plates in the TK Maxx. So I bought this and that witchy mug because I saw this in there at the same time as this. And I thought, well, it's okay. Like, I've only seen the side plate. I'll just get myself a side plate and a mug that I kind of thought really went with the vibe because of the colours. And I can have this as like my little coffee and breakfast plate sort of situation. And I was happy with that. I was like, I've got one. I'll just keep it as my special place. Walked into Homesense. I was like moseying around, turned the corner. Like I said, there were some moments where I turned the corner and went, yeah, it was the bowls and the side plates that I saw. So I was like, oh, I've obviously just bought one of the side plates. So I bought 1 side plate, 2 of each of the bowls. And I was like, oh, cool. And then I saw, because I was thinking about the dinner plates and I'd seen the serving plate, but I wasn't as bothered about that, because I don't like the plain white edge around it. And I was just moseying around back where that serving plate was, trying to decide whether I wanted that. And I just peeked through the kind of window display. And on the side, facing out of the window, was the dinner plates. All stacked up, facing out to the store. And let me tell you, there was some Mission Impossible shit going on. And me trying to tuck round. Because I was like, I am not leaving without 2 of those plates. I am not leaving. And there's always a slight variation on the design and the painting with these sorts of ones. And I wanted to make sure I got 2 that looked, you know, as similar to the rest of them as possible, because where this is grey around the edge, some of them were a bit darker, so I wanted to make sure they all had the grey look. Anyway, this is me like dun 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 dun, dun. Trying to maneuver these plates out from the window display. I left it all looking neat. There was about 10 of them in a row. So I took the ones I wanted and then put it back neatly, so the window display was not was not harmed in the acquiring of the dinner plates. But yeah, so absolutely astonished and just ecstatic to have found these. So that is going to go ahead and conclude this humongous haul, and this is just TK Maxx and Homesense. The next haul video will probably be a combined one, so Home Bargains, B&M, Poundland, The Range, you know, those sorts of, the kind of budget, I guess you would call it, the budget sort of stores. I'll put all together. This was my sort of main haul, but I have picked up some bits and pieces from other places, so I'll put them all together as well, because it would have just been, it's already too much. This video is already too much without all of those as well. I do hope you enjoyed it though. If you did, I would appreciate a like, because I need a drink. I've been talking for ages. And if you aren't subscribed, I would appreciate that too. You know, if you fancy, I'm not going to force you, but if you like the spooky, the scrappy and the terrifyingly bookish, this might be a place for you to call home. You know, this is a safe space for everyone, so you're more than welcome. Go ahead and let me know what your favourite item was. I'd love to know, and let me know what you've picked up. If you've picked up any of the same stuff, let me know. Let's have a spooky gossip in the comments. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon.